Welcome back. Today I'd like to share how to apply realistic rust and weathering to the TLV Toyoace cattle truck. Similar to the 1:35 container which is my past work and the container beside which is my current project. Not forgetting the weathering I did for the Hot Wheels Datsun 620 in the past, which is one of my favorite. Now let's take a closer look at the TLV Toyoace cattle truck. It comes with 3 little pigs, and unlike Hot Wheels, I'm going to custom paint this Toyoace truck without removing the rivets. Let's start with a modeling pin vise where I will drill a hole onto the piglet belly to prepare for paint. I will drill it twice to insert the toothpick onto the belly before roasting the 3 little pigs. My next step is to remove the gloss finish on the TLV casting, but before that, I need to apply the masking tape on the wiper so that the windscreen will remain clear. I roughly position the masking tape on the windscreen with a tweezer. Once confirmed, I will rub the masking tape with the reverse tip of my cutter, and I will use a new blade to remove the excess masking tape by carefully going through it without applying strength. Next, I'll proceed to remove the gloss finish on the casting by using a Tamiya 1200 grit sandpaper. The trick is to apply the sandpaper around the casting randomly, because not only the gloss finish, the top coat of the paint will also be removed. Hence, the objective here is just to dull the body color on the casting. And for hard to reach area, I will use a sanding sponge in 2000 grit to randomly go around the casting, similar to the sandpaper. Remember not to stay too long in one spot, but go around randomly to prevent removing the paint completely. Alright, the shine on the casting is totally removed. It's looking down now, and that's good. Next step is to apply the light rust enamel wash onto the whole casting. You can either use a mixture of Tamiya red brown and How Red enamel paint, or a pre-mixed wash from AK Interactive. Remember to shake well before use. Using an old brush, and by the way, you need not need to use a good brush for this step, I will apply the enamel wash randomly on the whole casting. Do not worry about fine details for this step. Just remember to use a toilet paper or kitchen paper towel to quickly dab it on the casting before the paint's completely dry. I'm very happy with the light rust shade on the car body, and we can see the contrast before and after application. I'll repeat the similar process on the bed, and the trick is to quickly use a toilet paper to dab it. Now the wash effect is consistent, and I'll repeat the process again for the second round. For your info, you can apply as many rounds as you like, but for my case, as this is still a workhorse cattle truck for everyday use and not an abandoned vehicle, I will limit myself up to a maximum of 3 rounds. Next is to weather the wooden bed cage on the truck. You can see the wood comes in one flat color, and now I'm going to apply dust on the barrel. You can either use buff from Tamiya enamel paint or pre-mixed light dust deposit from AK Interactive. Apply the diluted mixture on the wood cage. Allow it to dry for several seconds. And while the paint is still wet, use a toilet paper to dab it before it's completely dry. I'm very happy that the dust effect is coming out quite nicely on the wooden cage. And now I shall repeat the process for the reverse side and also for the truck bed where the pigs will be confined. Alright, part 1 is now done. I will let the paint to dry overnight, apply a matte coat, and seal all the weathering effect before I proceed to part 2 for the next video. But before that, let's not forget the piglet. You can either apply the mid-tones by using the Tamiya Red Brown enamel paint or using the pre-mixed light rust effect from AK Interactive. Apply a diluted coat of paint on the piglet sparingly and quickly use a toilet paper to dab it before the paints completely dry. Repeat the process again, and for hard to reach area where you like to remove the excess paint, you may use a pointed cotton bud. Next, let's apply the dark tone. You can use the dark brown panel line from Tamiya or a pre-mixed dark brown wash from AK Interactive. Repeat the same process and use the Tamiya dark brown panel lining to pick up the details on the pig. Alright, the shading for the piglet is done. Now allow it to dry and seal it with a matte clear coat. I have simplified the weathering process, and stay tuned for the part 2 video, which is coming very soon. Thanks everyone, bye!